Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. Anatta, non-self. Anatta, or non-self, is one of the core philosophies in Buddhist teachings. It means that there is no fixed self or ego. Instead, everything is interconnected and constantly changing over time. The Buddha taught that clinging to the notion of a self and ego is the root cause of suffering. When we perceive ourselves as distinct, important individuals, we often seek protection, recognition, and validation from external sources. In the modern world, self-worth is frequently measured by achievements, power, or acknowledgement from others. However, attachment to the self can lead to endless struggles to affirm our place in society. This creates anxiety, loneliness, and suffering. Practicing non-self helps us realize that human nature is not fixed, but is ever-changing and interconnected with everything else. Applying anatta in modern life. 1. Reduce attachment. By letting go of attachment to the self, we can reduce stress and frustration. Instead of worrying about who we are or what we must achieve, we can live more naturally, free from societal expectations. 2. Practice compassion and sharing. Non-self helps us understand that all beings are interconnected. Recognizing the lack of true separation between self and others fosters genuine sharing, helping, and love. 3. Embrace personal change. Non-self also involves accepting personal growth and transformation. There's no need to cling to a rigid image of who we must be. Instead, we can embrace our natural evolution. A story from Buddhist scriptures. Once, while meditating under a Bodhi tree, the Buddha taught his disciples that the self they held onto was merely a temporary collection of elements. The self is not the true essence of a person, and clinging to it only leads to suffering. This story emphasizes the necessity of realizing and liberating oneself from the ego and personal attachments. Underscore 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 underscore. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. Inner happiness. Happiness is a concept everyone seeks in life. Yet many believe that happiness can only come from external factors, achievements, wealth, or recognition. The Buddha, however, taught that true happiness arises from within, not from external circumstances. Inner happiness is a state of peace, tranquility, and contentment with oneself, unaffected by outside conditions. In today's fast-paced world, filled with increasing competition, we often feel pressured and struggle to find genuine happiness. Understanding that happiness stems from inner peace allows us to find joy in life regardless of the external situation. Applying inner happiness in modern life. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us live fully in the present moment, free from worries about the past or future. By practicing mindfulness, we can experience peace and happiness in even the simplest moments. 2. Find joy in small things. Instead of constantly seeking grand achievements or significant events to create happiness, we can learn to find joy in small things, like a peaceful morning, an intimate conversation, or an act of kindness. 3. Address negative emotions. To cultivate inner happiness, we must face negative emotions such as anxiety, anger, or sadness. Instead of letting these emotions control us, we can learn to release and let them pass without clinging to them. A story from Buddhist scriptures. In a famous story, the Buddha taught a physician that happiness cannot be found externally, but lies in inner peace. The physician had sought happiness through wealth and fame, but after learning from the Buddha, he realized that true happiness comes from calmness and inner serenity. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. Karma. One of the fundamental principles in Buddhist teachings is karma, or the law of cause and effect. This means that every action, word, and thought we produce has an impact on the future. If we do good and virtuous deeds, we will reap positive outcomes. Conversely, if we commit harmful or negative actions, we will face adverse consequences. In modern life, we often observe that our actions can lead to undesirable results. However, we sometimes forget that these actions might themselves be the results of past causes or reactions to our own deeds. Karma operates not only within a single lifetime, but can also affect multiple lifetimes. Applying karma in modern life. 1. Focus on daily actions. Every day, we make choices and decisions, big or small. By understanding that every action has consequences, we can make more mindful decisions, creating positive outcomes for ourselves and others. 2. Take responsibility for our actions. Recognizing the law of karma helps us see that we are the architects of our destiny. When facing challenges or difficulties, instead of blaming circumstances or others, we can reflect on our actions and make changes to achieve better outcomes. 3. Live with a kind heart. To reap good results, we must sow good seeds. Acting with compassion, sincerity, and love helps create a better world for ourselves and everyone around us. A story from Buddhist scriptures. In one story, a man who had once lived selfishly and greedily as a beggar changed his ways after meeting the Buddha. Inspired, he began to perform good deeds and treat others with kindness. These actions brought him happiness and peace, demonstrating the power of karma as taught in Buddhist philosophy. Underscore 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 underscore. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. Compassion and peace. Compassion is one of the core qualities the Buddha taught his disciples. It is not just love and care for others, but also a deep understanding of the suffering of all beings and a genuine desire to help alleviate it. Peace is the result of a heart full of compassion and an awareness of the interconnectedness of all living beings. In the modern world, as societies grow more polarized and conflicts arise, maintaining peace within ourselves and in our relationships can be a significant challenge. However, by practicing compassion and fostering peace, we can contribute to a more harmonious society, whether within our families or in the broader community. Applying compassion and peace in modern life. 1. Practice self-compassion. To truly love and care for others, we must first learn to love and care for ourselves. Instead of letting pressure and anxiety dominate us, we should nurture inner peace and joy. 2. Resolve conflicts with compassion. When faced with disagreements or conflicts, instead of arguing or fighting, we can apply compassion to listen and understand one another. This helps ease tensions and creates a more peaceful environment. 3. Spread peace in the community. While we cannot change the entire world, we can create peace in our immediate surroundings, our families, friends, and colleagues. When each of us practices compassion, we spread peace and love, contributing to a better world. A story from Buddhist scriptures. Once, while meditating under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha taught his disciples that only by cultivating compassion for all beings can true peace be achieved. One particular story in Buddhist scriptures tells of a person consumed by revenge and hatred. In the end, they realized that forgiveness and compassion were the keys to finding peace within their heart. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. The truth of life. One of the most profound teachings in Buddhist scriptures is the truth of life, also known as the Four Noble Truths. The Buddha taught that life is not always filled with joy. In reality, it contains much suffering and many challenges. However, by correctly understanding this truth, we can achieve liberation and inner peace. The Four Noble Truths consist of 4 essential aspects. 1. Suffering. Dukkha life is full of suffering. Suffering includes not only physical pain but also disappointment, sadness, anxiety, and dissatisfaction that we face in everyday life. 2. The cause of suffering. Samadhi the Buddha explained that the root cause of suffering lies in craving, desire, aversion, anger, and ignorance. These elements drive us to seek temporary pleasures, unaware that they are mere illusions. 3. The cessation of suffering, nirodha suffering, is not permanent or inevitable. By overcoming craving, aversion, and ignorance, we can end suffering and achieve liberation, nirvana. 4. The path to the cessation of suffering. Magga the Buddha outlined the path to liberation as the Noble Eightfold Path, a guide of ethical conduct and wisdom that leads us toward living with purity and serenity. Applying the truth of life in modern life. 1. Accept suffering as part of life. Understanding that suffering is a natural part of life helps us stop avoiding or denying it. When facing difficulties, instead of resentment or blame, we can view them as opportunities for learning and growth. 2. Let go of craving, anger, and ignorance. In modern life, we are often caught up in chasing instant gratification, which leads to greed, anger, and anxiety. Learning to let go of these negative emotions helps us live more lightly and freely. 3. Practice the Noble Eightfold Path. Applying the Noble Eightfold Path in daily life helps us cultivate a way of living grounded in wisdom, ethics, and compassion. This can be done by practicing right thinking, speaking truthfully, acting ethically, and living righteously. A story from Buddhist scriptures. There is a story about one of the Buddha's disciples who was devastated by the loss of a loved one. The Buddha taught him that suffering is an inherent part of life and that by understanding the nature of suffering, he could transcend it and transform it into peace. Underscore 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 underscore. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. The path to liberation. The path to liberation is the ultimate goal of Buddhism. Liberation is not merely about escaping the difficulties of the present life, but also about freeing oneself from ignorance and spiritual bondage. Liberation is complete freedom, unbound by desires, suffering, or the turmoil of the soul. This path to liberation is embodied in the Noble Eightfold Path, a moral and intellectual framework guiding us away from the illusions of self and toward peace of mind. The Eightfold Path includes 1. Right view, correct understanding of life, the truth of suffering, and the path to liberation. 2. Right intention, thoughts directed toward compassion, sincerity, and non-harm. 3. Right speech, speaking truthfully, compassionately, and avoiding harm. 4. Right action, acting ethically and refraining from causing harm to other living beings. 5. Right livelihood, choosing a righteous career that does not harm others. 6. Right effort, diligently maintaining a pure mind and focusing on spiritual practice. 7. Right mindfulness, practicing mindfulness, being aware of oneself and the world around us. 8. Right concentration, developing focus and meditation to achieve clarity and wisdom. Applying the path to liberation in modern life. 1. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Meditation is a powerful tool for mastering the mind, reducing stress, and achieving inner peace. Regular practice helps us gain clearer insights into ourselves and the world. 2. Live righteously in action and speech. By applying the Eightfold Path to our actions and speech, we create harmonious and peaceful environments in our daily lives. 3. Seek inner peace. The path to liberation enables us to overcome difficulties and suffering. Instead of seeking happiness externally, we can find peace within ourselves through awareness and the practice of Buddhist teachings. A story from Buddhist scriptures. Once, a meditation master asked his disciple, "When you cross a river, you want to reach the other side quickly. But if you don't know how to cross, you'll drown. Liberation is like this. You must follow the right path." The disciple realized that only by diligently and correctly practicing the Eightfold Path could they truly achieve liberation. Lessons from Buddhist scriptures. Compassion and selflessness. Compassion is one of the most essential virtues in Buddhist teachings. It is the ability to feel and share the suffering of others, while wishing to bring them peace and happiness. The Buddha taught that compassion is not only expressed through actions to help others, but also through the way we think and feel about them. Selflessness, or anatta, non-self, is the concept that we are not independent, separate entities. Everything in this universe is deeply interconnected. When we understand this truth, we no longer see ourselves as the center of the universe but recognize that everyone deserves peace and happiness just as much as we do. Applying compassion and selflessness in modern life. 1. Helping others without expectations. Learn to help others not for praise or reciprocation, but to bring them peace and create a harmonious, tranquil environment. 2. Letting go of the ego. In modern society, it's easy to get caught up in building our ego and showcasing ourselves. However, understanding selflessness helps us live humbly and respect others. 3. Cultivating compassion. Compassion is not just about feeling pity for others. It is also about understanding and forgiving ourselves. When faced with suffering, instead of judging ourselves, we should learn to love and care for ourselves. A story from Buddhist scriptures. Once, the Buddha encountered a man who was furious because someone had hurt him. The Buddha asked, "If you want to take revenge on someone, what can you do to ease your anger?" The man thought for a while and replied, "I suppose I should forgive them." The Buddha smiled and said, "Forgiveness is the only way to free yourself from anger." Underscore 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 underscore. Conclusion: profound lessons from Buddhist scriptures in modern life. Through the teachings of the Buddha, we see that Buddhism is not just a religion but a practical ethical system that can be applied to daily life. Lessons on compassion, selflessness, mindfulness, and the path to liberation provide us with peace, happiness, and the ability to face life's challenges. In today's world, full of pressure and challenges, Buddhist teachings can serve as a guiding light, helping us live a more meaningful life. By applying these lessons, we can build a life that is not only joyful but also deeply tranquil and sustainable. Ultimately, the most important thing is to live authentically, learn to live harmoniously with the world around us, and remember that life is not just about what we have, but how we face what we experience. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that these lessons from Buddhist scriptures will help you lead a meaningful and happy life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread these valuable teachings to the community. See you in the next video.